Hello, my lovelies. It is time for Cooking with Torrin again. I know it's been a long time, but that's okay, because this is a good one. You may notice the fabulous kitchen. This is my Graham's kitchen. She has granite countertops and this awesome thing, which usually slides over there under this cabinet, but it's able to be pulled out for cooking segments. Yeah, it's a movable island. Pretty cool. Okay, anyways, let's get into it. So pepperoni rolls are kind of an Appalachian delicacy, apparently. I grew up with them. I just figured everybody knew what they were. Not so. So anyways, I'm making them today, and I'm doubling the normal recipe because I'm feeding everybody, so instead of, you know, just like some for me and the old man kind of thing, right? So we're going to start with 2 packages of active dry yeast. You know, they come in these little things, usually 3 of them. You need 2 of them. Then you put them in your measuring cup and you add 2 cups of warm water, and then you keep stirring until it's all dissolved, which I have already done. Ta-da! Okay. Then you need 3½ cups of flour, which is what's in here. 3½ cups of flour. To the flour, you're going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. Yeah, dig these fancy measuring display cups. Isn't this professional? Okay. 1 teaspoon of salt. And we'll mix that up first with all my spoons. Look at this. Spoons on hand. Right where you need them. Maybe. Spoon. Okay. Mix the dry stuff real quick. Alright, okay, to this we are going to add 5 tablespoons of shortening. Crisco. You guys know what shortening is. Alright, we're going to add that to the flour. 5 tablespoons. And you need to cut it in, which means we use one of these things. The pastry cutter. So, we cut in the shortening into the flour because we want it to be kind of crumbly and well dispersed. We do all this before we add the yeast and the water. But yeah. So, cut in the shortening. Yay! Everything is beautiful and crumbly. Beautiful and crumbly. And then we add our liquid, our yeast and warm water. And we mix it up. Alright, so we just stir this together until it forms a dough, and then what we're going to do is let it sit for 5 minutes. That's all the longer we're going to let it raise, because we really need a kind of a malleable dough to roll out our pepperoni rolls. So yeah, so I'm just going to combine this stuff, and I'm going to let it raise for 5 minutes, and then I will come back and we will start rolling this out and filling them up, and then you'll get the rest of your ingredients. Alrighty guys. Incidentally guys, you will want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. If you look, you see this is right between muffins and bread. You're probably like, that is the weirdest dial I've ever seen. True. That's because this is what we're baking in. That is a Detroit jewel. Ta-da! Detroit jewel. They bake better. It's antique. I'm not sure how old it is, but it's fairly old. That is a schnauzer. But yeah, this is Graham's oven. This is what she cooks everything in. And it still works better than any modern oven I've ever seen. So any hoodles, preheat your oven to 400 degrees while we let this race. Cool beans. Back in a sec. Alright, so before we go any further, I just need to put a little addendum on there. Since my basic math skills suck, I had came to mess with my dough, and it was really sticky. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's not 3½ cups of flour, it's 5½ cups of flour. Then your dough will be right. Yeah, anytime 3/4 is put in there, it just messes me up. So any boodles. Before we get our dough out and start rolling this stuff out, here are the other things you're going to need. You need pepperoni. I'm just using the little pepperonis, but you can use the big sandwich pepperonis. Totally cool. Whatever kind you want. I like to put sauce in mine. So to mimic marinara, you can't actually use marinara because it's a little too runny, the consistency. So what I use is salsa. But you want to get a chunky salsa, and you want it to be mild because you don't want it to actually taste like Southwest salsa. You want it to taste like marinara. Pepperoni will help. So chunky Tostito salsa in mild. And then you also need cheese. Shredded cheese. I'm using a few different kinds. Pizza cheese, Mexican cheese. It doesn't have taco seasoning. It's just, Colby Jack, Asadero, blend. And then the pizza cheese is mozzarella provolone, Parmesan, Romano, I like variety. So, our dough has puffed up. It should look something like this. A lot of flour on that side. So you just want to take your flour and sprinkle it out because we need to roll it. We're going to roll these one by one. So what I usually do is just kind of grab a piece like so, knead it up a little bit, and then we're going to roll it. I like to use this Pampered Chef roller because rolling pins hate me as a rule, but this one doesn't. So you just want to roll it out, semi-long and skinny. Then we're going to fill it up. So, by the way, go ahead and mash up an egg for an egg wash, and then I'm going to sprinkle some garlic powder and Italian seasoning on the outside. But I'll show you that when we get there. Okay. So, kind of eyeball it, as I do. It's about this big. So, first, we take our pepperoni, and then I just put them 2 by 2, leaving about 1.5 inches on each end, like so. 2 by 2 pepperoni. And then I put the salsa. About, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons full-ish, 1 tablespoonful. And then we're going to sprinkle cheese. Sprinkle cheese in there. I just throw stuff on the floor. Why do I need scissors? Easy tear my booty. That other cheese. Okay. There we go. Oh, more shredding cheese. Now we roll. Usually keep one side a little longer, and you just kind of roll it. Nothing too fancy. You just roll it up like so, and then I give the little ends a fold and a twist, and then we put them on. I'm just using a regular cookie sheet with parchment paper on it because I like parchment paper, and it'll keep our sheet from getting, overly messed up. So I'm going to put the little pepperoni rolls on here, and then I'll show you the last bit. I'm just going to put a little egg wash on there, and then sprinkle on some garlic powder and Italian seasoning. And then we'll bake them at 400 degrees. For how long? I'm not sure yet, but I will let you know because the recipe just says till brown. So I will let you know about how long that is. I'll time it. How about we do that? Okay, I will see you when they're done. Later. Okay, so here are 6 of them. We should probably get at least 2, if not 4 more. So here's your egg. Here's your little brush. And this is how we do an egg wash. You just kind of do this number. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do it and film it at the same time. See? So I'll make it nice and shiny and brown. And then, just to make mine pretty, oh, sorry. To hold you under my chin for a second. I'll edit that. You just kind of sprinkle on some seasoning. They'll make them pretty. And some garlic powder to kind of help make them. There you go. And then we'll bake them. Alrighty. So now you know how to do an egg wash. Yay! Alright, you guys, there you go. Had a couple have small explosion. But as you can see, they look pretty good. Where's my spatula? Bottoms are brown. That's about the best way to check. See there? Okay. Hear that? They're done. So, yeah, there you go. Pepperoni rolls. Mine are a little big. You can make them a little smaller. I ended up getting 10. If these 2 were a little smaller, I'd have got a dozen. So, there you go. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. And, did I just turn you off? No. Hi. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Alright, until then, have a great day.